Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film will be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this would be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
First down, Prescott. Flush to his right, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Prescott. Got him in open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. There he goes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And, boy, they did it successfully.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam, even at the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. David Amerson able to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Prescott on 1st down. And Stills over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's a close game here early on. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety.
And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are in for 6. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Prescott now from the 50. Going deep here for Parker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker unable to get that one.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. Going deep here. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Again to Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to two guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Swanson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.